welcome back. We are back with our NCAA football win total series, and we are on to UAB in the AAC, the University of Alabama, Birmingham, second to last school in the AAC. And really, this program actually has been solid since it's been revived. So, program shut down after the 2014 season. 2017, it's revived. Bill Clark comes back, leads them to bowl games in 17, 18, 19, 20. They're 6-3, but no bowl. 21, they 9-4 with a bowl game. Bill Clark steps down right before the season because of health issues. Bryant Vincent comes as the interim coach. 7-6, a Bahamas Bowl win, but they don't hire him. They hire Trent Dilfer. And Trent Dilfer's first year last year starts out with a win at NCAA. And they win 35-6, and then it's just losses at Georgia Southern, against Louisiana, at Georgia, at Tulane. They finally beat South Florida, but then at UTSA, Memphis, all losses. And none of these are close, really. The closest one is at Tulane, 23-35. They beat Florida Atlantic at home by 3. Then they lose 31-6 at Navy, beat Temple at home by 10, and then finally lose the last game of the season, 45-42 at North Texas. They finished the year 4-8 in Trent Dilfer's first season. Trent Dilfer's back. Alex Mortensen, the son of Mort from ESPN, is still the offensive coordinator. And they attempt to get going, really. They just never got moving last year. The offense, Jacob Zeno is going to get a chance here. He's the former Baylor player. He's a solid throwing quarterback, 3,100 yards, 20 touchdowns, 9 picks. He can run. But the big issue is UAB's always been a running football team, and the runs weren't there. Jermaine Brown's gone. They have a 1-2 punch of Isaiah Jacobs and Lee Bibby. Zeno can run, but the ground game wasn't there last year. They lost their top receiver in Tejan Palmer. They do get back some veterans. Maury Thomas led the team with 53 catches. They bring back Bryce DeMose, who's the tight end. There's going to have to be a huge rotation of wide receivers. The offensive line last year was awful. The line averaged over 4 tackles a loss a game, over 2 sacks a game. They bring back 4 starters, but it's not 4 great starters for the offensive line. The defense was dreadful as well. 41 or more points 7 times last year, 118th in the nation in points per game. They bring in some bulk with Ladarius Cox from Indiana. They also have Kevin Penn on the inside of the defensive line. There weren't a lot of tackles for the loss, so they brought in O.C. Brothers from Purdue. They bring back Michael Morris at linebacker. He can get into the backfield some when he's not getting chipped heavily. And then they bring in some more transfers. The secondary hopefully is better. Adrian Maddox is at safety. Kobe Dempsey and Trey Miles are the 2 corners. They're not big playmakers, but they are good tacklers. And then they bring in Sarad Bryant to finish out the safety rotation. Overall, they've got to figure out some pass rush. They've got to figure out how to get to the quarterback, and they also have to be overall better on defense. We look at the schedule. August 29th, they're at Alcorn. That should be a win. Then they get ULM on the road on September 7th, most likely a win there. They'll lose at Arkansas the 14th before a bye. Then they get Navy at home the 28th. Toss-up, lean win. Tulane at home, that's a loss. At Army, probably a loss. I don't see them stopping that Army run game. October 19th at USF, probably a loss. Then a bye. They get Tulsa at home, probably a loss. UConn at home, toss-up. I actually lean loss. At Memphis, probably a loss. And then Rice and at Charlotte to end the year. And really, when I break down this schedule, they may start 3-1. I think they get Alcorn. I think they get ULM. And I do think they actually can beat Navy. But that middle of the schedule is tough. Really, their best chance is at USF or at home against UConn or maybe at Army. But they could easily lose 5, 6, 7 straight games there. They should get Rice at home and should get Charlotte at home. But really, this is a 5-6 win team. I think when we come down to it, UConn's going to be the big game to see if they go to a bowl game. They're probably going to lose to Memphis before that. So if they can get UConn, Rice, and Charlotte to end the year, yeah, it's a bowl season. But we're still talking about 6-6. The over-under on this team has been set at 6.5 with the under favored. And we're going to take that under. We're going to go under 6.5. I think we're going to land on 5 wins. We're going to take it at minus 140. That's at DraftKings. So the pick here is over 6.5, minus 140. If you like the content, make sure to hit the like button, share it with your friends, comment on the video, and we'll see you next time.